This is Raising Capital 101, what founders need to know before pitching to a family office. Aloha and welcome back to the Biz Kyle YouTube channel. We are diving into Raising Capital 101, specifically what founders need to know before pitching a family office. A few weeks ago, I wrote an article on Ideas to Empires called What the Heck is a Family Office? And it sparked a few great questions from founders trying to figure out how to approach one of these things. One message that stood out came from Luke Haney, who asked, Kyle, will you be sharing tips for entrepreneurs who should be connecting with family offices? While I know a few family offices personally, I don't currently have any business experience approaching them with our pitch. The short answer, yeah, baby, absolutely. Because if you're a founder thinking long-term, not just about raising your next round, but about building something enduring, family offices are one of the most underappreciated sources of smart, patient, and aligned capital out there. Not to mention they are the deepest pockets in the market. Let me explain why. When you raise money from a VC or venture capitalist or a venture capital firm, you're often stepping into a treadmill of short-term metrics, growth at all costs, exit timelines, constant pressure to scale faster. They want their money back today. There's nothing wrong with that in a lot of instances, but the truth is it often leads to decisions that optimize for valuation, not for value. Family offices, what do? They play a different game. They're not chasing quarterly returns. They're not flipping companies every 2 years. They're thinking in terms of decades, sometimes even in terms of generations. Family offices aren't just check writers, they are legacy builders, and they're looking to invest with impact. They want to back people who are building something that lasts, something that matters, something they can point to 20 years from now and say, we helped make that possible. So when you pitch them, you're not selling a financial instrument. You're inviting them into a story, your story about stewardship, sustainability, and impact. If you can make them feel that, not just hear that, you've already separated yourself from 90% of founders out there. Let's talk the beans. What family offices actually want. Family offices invest differently because their priorities are different. Their wealth is often built through hard work and entrepreneurship over time. So their approach to investing carries that same DNA. They value things that VCs sometimes overlook. Alignment of values. They want to know who you are before they want to know what you do. Are your motives clear? Do your values align with theirs? Is your mission something they can be proud to support and tell their future generations about? Let's hope so. They want execution over hype. They care less about your total addressable market slide and more about what you've actually done. They love operators, founders who can roll up their sleeves, not just polish a pitch deck. They want systems that scale. They're looking for endurance. If your business depends on one founder, one CEO, one product, or one market condition, that is a huge risk. Show them your structure and show how it can outlast volatility in the market. They want real-world traction. They want proof. That tells them you have grit, discipline, and smart capital allocation. When family offices invest, it's often because they believe in you as much as they believe in your business model. They see themselves in your story, the same hunger and the same willingness to build from scratch. If you succeed, they'll often come back to your next business and the one after that because they know you can hack it. So remember, this isn't about showcasing big growth charts or massive market sizes. It's about proving you're the kind of founder they want to bet their own legacy on. Give me the potatoes. Where to start if you are new? If you've never approached a family office before, here's your roadmap. First, clarity wins all the time. Most founders lose credibility, not because of bad ideas, but because of vagueness or hype. I can't tell you how many people I've spoken to that can't tell me what their business does in 1 or 2 sentences. I want the details later, right? But give me the first 2 sentences to see if I'm interested. After that, let's talk details ad nauseum. But don't go there without 1 to 2 sentences. We do this thing, and here's how we help people, and this is how we make money. Oh my gosh, that's what they want to hear. Get them excited first. Stick to the 3 points that they want to know first. After that, know your numbers cold. Up and down, back and forth, left and right, up and down the street all day. Be able to explain your vision in 2 sentences. Know your numbers, and remember, clarity communicates confidence. Family offices have heard thousands of pitches. They can smell fluff, and fluff means bullshit from a mile away. Be concise, be transparent, and back every claim you make with evidence. Second, relationships before pitch decks. In today's world, who introduces you matters as much as what you introduce or present. Warm introductions and shared trust in your network can carry massive weight. Take the time to build a genuine relationship before you ask for capital. Attend summits, run into them a couple times, go to investor dinners, even start a thoughtful outreach. Don't give me the spam on LinkedIn that I get every day. They get it the same and worse than me. Here's a pro tip. A phone call always beats an email or a generic LinkedIn message. Typically, family office investors, or the ones that are making the decisions in today's day and age, they're from an older generation. They still work the phone as much or more than they text. So get in there, communicate with them the way they like to be communicated. Call them. And if they don't answer, leave a voicemail. Do not ever make that mistake of like, oh, well, my friends and I don't leave voicemails for each other. That's weird. Well, if you're talking to an investor, you're going for formal, and formal means you leave a voicemail. Play the long game. Most family offices don't invest after the first meeting. They invest after the second or the fifth or the 10th when they've seen your consistency, your humility, and your ability to follow through. Third, think like a family office. Ask yourself, is this where my family's capital would go? Is this where my children's inheritance would go? Would I trust me with me? Would I put my kids' future in your company? If it's a no, man, woo, what do you think they're gonna say, right? Get aligned. Build your pitch, your systems, and your story accordingly. Family offices are cautious for a reason. Some are new, maybe like mine. Some have spent generations building and preserving wealth. So don't just show them how you'll grow their investment, show them how you'll protect it. That's one of the things that comes up regularly, is protecting the downside. Pro tip, the power of the quiet follow-up. Here's something that most founders miss. Family offices rarely respond right away. They get a lot of people reaching out. That silence doesn't mean no, so don't confuse it. It often means still watching. Let that sink in. Silence doesn't mean no, it means still watching. So stay in touch without being annoying. Send meaningful updates, a key hire, a big milestone, a customer win. Each message is a reminder that you are an operator and you execute. You're not just somebody who talks. Don't expect a reply. Just keep sending those thoughtful updates. By the time they're ready to invest, you'll have already built the one thing that money can't buy. Say it with me, baby. Trust. What's next? If you found this valuable, check out my article on Ideas to Empires. It lives on LinkedIn. It's called From Cannes to Beverly Hills, What Billion-Dollar Families Know That Most Founders Don't. Or I got a video version where I share insights from speaking at the Global Family Office Summit in Cannes and in Beverly Hills. I deep dive into the biggest mistakes founders make when raising money and how the best ones turn capital into partnerships that last a lifetime. Give me a final thought. Let's go. What is it? Here's the question I want to leave you with. Are you building something for the next funding round or for the next generation? The founders who win with family offices aren't the loudest. They're the most aligned. They're the most disciplined, and they're the most real. Authenticity wins, baby. If that's you, you're building something worth betting on. You know where to find me. I'm here on the internet. I'm also in Maui. Come visit. Let's keep going. Let's keep building. I'm having a lot of fun with these. I'm up to, I think, 5 subscribers. Woo! Shout out to you 5. If you enjoyed this, subscribe to my Ideas to Empires newsletter on LinkedIn. It's also on Substack. You can also get the video versions here, YouTube for weekly videos on how to scale, pitch, and lead with clarity. Let's build the future together, one good decision at a time. Aloha and mahalo from Maui.